I ran every single commit through AI code review for 6 weeks. It caught 147 syntax issues, flagged 23 security risks, and missed the architectural disaster that almost killed the project. AI code review tools like GitHub Copilot, CodeRabbit, and Amazon Code Guru promise to catch bugs before they ship. They scan your pull requests in seconds, flag vulnerabilities, suggest refactors. Most developers assume if the AI approves it, the code is solid. But there's a specific category of problem these tools cannot see, and it's the category that causes 80% of production fires 6 months later. Not bugs, not security holes, architectural debt. The kind where every function works perfectly in isolation, passes every test, and the overall system is slowly collapsing under its own weight. I wanted to measure the gap between what AI code review catches and what actually matters. So for 6 weeks, I routed every commit through AI review before merging. I tracked what it flagged, what it missed, and what broke anyway. Here's what AI code review is exceptional at: surface-level correctness. In week 1, GitHub Copilot caught a SQL injection vulnerability I didn't see. It flagged an unescaped user input in a query string and suggested a parameterized alternative. That's a real save. In week 2, CodeRabbit identified that I was using a deprecated API method and provided the modern replacement with a one-line fix. Week 3, it caught a race condition in an async function where 2 state updates could collide. These are pattern-matching wins. The AI has seen millions of codebases. It knows the signature of a SQL injection, the syntax of a deprecated call, the structure of a race condition. It's scanning tokens, comparing your code to known anti-patterns, and flagging matches. This is valuable. But here's the thing. All of these are local problems. They exist within a single function, a single file, sometimes a single line. AI code review tools operate on narrow context windows. They see the code you changed, maybe a few surrounding functions, rarely the full module, almost never the system architecture. They're solving the problem in front of them, not the problem the code is creating 3 layers up. Here's what it missed. By week 4, I had introduced a pattern where every new feature required duplicating a 90-line validation function with slight modifications. The AI never flagged it. Why? Because each instance of that function was syntactically correct. No bugs, no vulnerabilities, it worked. But architecturally, I was building a maintenance nightmare. Every time a business rule changed, I'd have to update 5 separate copies of that function. A human reviewer would have caught it in the first PR and said, "Extract this into a shared utility." The AI didn't mind because it doesn't track patterns across commits. It doesn't see that you're solving the same problem 3 different ways. It doesn't know that code duplication is a leading indicator of technical debt. In week 5, I built a feature that required calling an external API. I wrote the integration cleanly. The AI approved it. But I didn't realize I was introducing a hidden dependency that would make the entire module impossible to test in isolation. The AI checked the syntax of the API call. It didn't ask, "Is this module now tightly coupled to an external service? Does this break your testing strategy?" These are architectural questions. They require understanding the system's boundaries, the team's testing philosophy, the future evolution of the codebase. AI code review tools don't have that context because it's not in the code. It's in the decisions made 6 months ago, the conversations in Slack, the unwritten rules about how this team builds software. Here's the deeper principle. AI code review tools are optimized for Jubu Zhengqiusheng, local correctness. They're asking, does this function do what it says it does? Human code review is optimized for systemic coherence. It asks, does this function fit into the system we're trying to build? These are different problems. A function can be locally correct and systemically destructive. You can write perfect code that makes the overall architecture worse. The gap matters because most production issues don't come from bugs in individual functions. They come from emergent complexity, from the interaction between modules. from the slow accumulation of design decisions that made sense in isolation but don't compose. A 2021 study from Microsoft Research analyzed 1,000 production incidents across Azure services. 72% were caused by architectural issues, not code defects. Things like unanticipated interaction between services, hidden dependencies, state management across distributed components. These are system-level problems. AI code review tools operate at the function level. They can't see the system.